I have news to share with you that is going to be a massive shift for 2026 in the new construction space here in DFW. And to be honest, I'm not excited to be sharing this news. Normally I share stuff that's exciting and all the upcoming projects and all the great things going on with builders. This one, if I'm honest, this one hurts, and I'm really not excited to share it with you, but I feel like it's my responsibility to tell you guys this and to keep you informed as to what's going on. If we're going to say, hey, we're one of the expert teams here in new construction, selling real estate in DFW, my job is to report things that we hear, whether we like them or not. And even in the midst of that, hopefully, as we talk about this, maybe it changes. So we haven't met before. My name is Zach. My team and I, we sell new construction real estate here in DFW. Whether it's builder inventory or building from the ground up, whether you're here, you're trying to get here, whatever it is, we're here to help and answer any questions you have along the way. Now, let me tell you what I know, and I haven't even given you guys any context for what we're talking about yet. So here's the context. At the end, I think it was the end of 2023, it might have been the start of 2024, the Texas law changed in regards to builder warranties. And when that changed, we actually shot a video about it and showed it to you guys. It's linked probably, we can put it in the links or whatever, but we did that video. And what happened was the law in Texas used to be that builders were required to carry a 10-year structure and foundation warranty on all of their new homes. So all the builders, they carried 10-year structure and foundation warranties. What changed was the statute of limitations law in Texas reduced that from 10 years to 6 years. And when that law changed, we immediately saw a few builders, builders like Trophy, for example, immediately said, hey, you know what? The law is 6. We're going to follow suit, and we're going to go down to a 6-year structure and foundation warranty. Well, we saw a handful of other builders say, you know what? We're not ready to commit to that yet. We are still in our discovery phase, or we're still trying to figure some things out, or, for whatever reason, we're going to stick with 10. And we appreciated that because we always felt like we could talk about, hey, they're only required to do 6, but now they are, choosing to do a 10-year structure and foundation warranty. Recently, I started hearing some rumors and some whispers about a builder, a favorite builder of mine that was potentially looking at a change for 2026. So before I ever said anything, I started investigating, trying to figure out what, if it was true or if it wasn't true, and if it was true, why, right? So I had a lot of conversations, kind of filled some things out one direction or another. And as of right now, this actually is true. Maybe it changes. Maybe they go back on it and decide to go a different direction. I don't know. But as of right now, I have to tell you guys that a builder that we love, a builder we sell a lot of homes with, and a builder that's honestly on my favorite builders list and is probably at the top of that list, has decided that at the start of 2026, they are no longer going to do a 10-year structure and foundation warranty. They're going to step it back to a 6-year structure and foundation warranty, in line with what is required by the state of Texas. The builder that I hate to tell you has made this decision is none other than Highland Homes. So I heard this rumor and I immediately was like, no, there's no way. Sure enough, yes, that is what they have decided. Now, I need to give you some context for why this was decided, or at least what I've been told. And again, I can only operate on the information that we have at the time, right? So what we've been told is that they did an immense amount of research and data, and what their data shows based on their warranty claims is that they get a disproportionate amount of the majority of their warranty claims happen in the first 2 to 3 years. And realistically, there's hardly any claims that happen after that 5 to 6 year mark, right? So that is what they're telling us. They also want to stress that they are still putting customers' interests forward. And I want to believe them, and I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. And this is where, for me, the phrase I want to use, and this is a phrase that I learned back when I was in student ministry days, and I was working in the church and trying to figure it out, is the phrase that we want to use is we want to fill the gap with trust. And what I mean by that is I want to choose to believe that they haven't given me any reason not to trust them yet. And I'm choosing to try my best to fill the gap with trust in this scenario, that Highland is still going to continue to do what's right for their consumer and what's right for their customers because it's the right thing to do. That is what I want to believe. And that is what I feel like is evident has been evident in their product, has been evident in the culture of their teams, has been evident in the way that their builders have cared for our clients. And I want to continue to believe, even if they're making this change, that is going to be the avenue that they proceed forward with. Do I like this decision? I do not. I feel like for so many times we would always talk about builders that do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And it's like, hey, we're going to carry the 10-year warranty, even if we don't have to. I can understand the data because I'm a data person, and I can understand, hey, this is what it says. But if I'm looking at it from the outside, it also feels like this is a money decision. So like if we couple this with the cutting of some standard features in some of their communities and the changing of their product, and to be fair, a lot of builders are changing products and standard features and things like that. If we couple those two things together, it feels like a money issue, is what it is at its core, what it feels like. I want to try my best to fill the gap with trust and say, hey, it's not that. It is, hey, we really want to try and care about our customers and our consumers the best way that we possibly can. In saying all that, I will also tell you, here's what's not changing. They are not outsourcing to a third-party warranty company. So Highland is one of the builders that services their own warranties. They service it in-house. For the first year, it's the builder's responsibility who built your home, and then it transitions to their customer care team. So that is not changing, and I appreciate that is not changing. The other thing that I have heard that is not changing, and time will tell if this is the case, is Highland is one of the few builders I know that does a really good job of, they cover what I would say they do non-warrantable items. So this is kind of, for me, one of the things that I appreciate about selling a lot of their homes throughout the years is that they empower their builders, their individuals who are in their communities every day. They empower them to take care of clients and do what makes sense to them within reason. Sometimes we've had experiences where we have clients that, hey, something goes wrong in their house, they make a claim. Technically, by the letter of their warranty, it is not a warrantable item, but their builder has still stood behind it and done what they can to help them get it fixed at Highland's expense. And I know they continue to carry a large budget for non-warrantable items, and I've been told that is not changing. However, they are changing from a 10 to a 6 year. Time will tell what's going to happen, what this will mean for their clientele, what this will mean for their product line, if there's any backlash, and I don't know. Does this mean I will stop selling Highland Homes? As of right now, it does not. I still overall feel like they put together a really great product in the market. Am I liking everything that they're doing and changing? I am not. Are they trying to please me and run all their decisions by me? They are not. For now, they're going to continue to sit in the top tier of our list of builders that we like, builders we appreciate, builders that we want to work with. Because again, like I said before, we're going to do our best to fill the gap with trust any way that we can. But as somebody who sells a lot of homes for them every year, I probably, if we pulled the numbers, and this is not to brag, but this is just to tell you how on top of their product I am and how much time I spend in their product, I am probably, if I'm not top 5, I'm definitely top 10 in agent sales with Highland year over year, and for this year, for 2025. So when I talk to you about this, it's not coming from a place of, I'm trying to make them look bad. This is not coming from a place of I want to see them all burn down. This is not coming from a place of I want to see them fail. This is coming from a place of I want good quality builders to service the area that I love, the area that I live in. And I want people to be able to feel like they're buying something that they can trust and believe in, that they feel like they're getting the best value for their money, and that they're going to continue to do right by their customers. So please hear my heart in that. And so part of that is hey, I want to share with you from a client and consumer standpoint, like, hey, when we find out information, we want to share it with you, and we want to share it in a way to help you make the best decisions you possibly can. Also, see this from the standpoint of, hey, maybe, just maybe, they come out and they change their mind, and if they change their mind, we get to come in and change all this, and it's really good. my hope is they're going to continue to do what's best for their consumers and their clients, and do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And again, time will tell. And I'm choosing, as much as I don't like it, I'm choosing as best as I know how to fill the gap with trust on this. So a couple of things that I'm going to give you what I know is changing, when it's changing, and then a couple of other builders, because this kind of led me down a rabbit hole of asking the question of all of my other builder contacts and being like, hey, are you guys making this change? Are you not making this change? Because one of the things that I heard in this conversation was like, hey, we're probably not the only ones that are looking at making this change. And as other builders make this change, I want to call that out and make people aware as well. So here's how this is going to work. If you are under contract on a Highland home before, this is how it was explained to me. If you're under contract on a Highland home before the end of 2025, so December 31st, 2025, if you're under contract, whether you close or you haven't closed or you bought your home already and you've been closed, nothing is changing for you guys. So you're still going to have your 10-year structure and foundation warranty like you normally do. If you're under contract and your home doesn't, like if you're already under contract, like if you get it under contract before the end of 2025, but you don't close until 2026, you are also still fine. You're getting your 10-year warranty. January 1st, 2026, that's weird to say, whether you contract on a build or you contract on inventory, that is when they're transitioning to their 6-year warranty. So if you have a Highland home already, nothing's changing. You contract on something before the end of the year and it's an inventory or it's not built, you're getting your 10. At the start of January 1, 2026, anything contracted at that point is going to shift to a 6-year warranty. So told you I was working through my list and I've been calling through resources and trying to figure out anybody else that's making this change. So far, I know that we know Trophy already made this change when the law changed. So they were number one. Some of the builders I know that are not making the change as of this is November 2025. And of course, things can change, but based on the information I have, Pacesetter is not changing. They're going to continue to do a 1-2-10 warranty. Shattuck Homes, another one we like, is not changing. They're going to continue to do a 1-2-10 warranty. David Weekley, same thing, 1-2-10 on their warranty. Stone Hollow, Bloomfield, also not changing. And Perry is going to continue. So Perry is a unique one. Perry does a 2-2-10. So when we give those numbers, what we're talking about is, so it's usually 1 year on cosmetic functional, 2 years on systems, so plumbing, electrical, HVAC, anything inside your walls, and then 6 to 10 on structure and foundation. Perry is still going to hold their 2. So they're gonna do a cosmetic and functional warranty for 2 years, a structure and mechanical warranty for 2 years, and then a foundation warranty for 10. Those are the ones, as I've asked around and started asking questions, those are the ones that have said, hey, we're sticking with what we know works because we believe in it, whatever. And this is also a good time to tell you that, guys, every builder is a different business and everybody runs a different business model. So that's to each their own and how they do that. Our job is to find you the best home in the price that fits and the location that fits with builders that we like and trust. So to wrap it up, am I disappointed? Yes. Am I going to stop selling their homes? No. Am I going to fill the gap with trust that they're going to continue to try and do what's best for their people and for their clients? Yes. If something changes, will I tell you guys? Absolutely. If you're looking at this and you're like, Zach, I don't even know where to begin, we have a resource for you. The QR code is going to pop up on the screen. This will allow you to browse all the different builders, all the different floor plans, communities, inventory homes, to be built, whatever you need. 2026 could be your year to buy a home, and we would love to be a resource with you to partner and to serve you and help any way we can get you connected to make that home purchase, whether you're here in DFW or you are coming to DFW. If you have questions, leave them down in the comments below. If there's something I can answer, I would love to engage with you and have this conversation. And again, be a resource any way we can. So I don't like making this video, but I make it because I want to be a resource to you guys, and hopefully we'll see what happens. So have a great evening. Have a great day. We'll see you in our next video. Bye for now.